Hey there, everyone. Happy holidays or Merry Christmas to whatever you might or might not celebrate. Today, I want to talk to you about some market stats from the Colorado Springs area. We call it the Pikes Peak Association of Realtors, and that might be an area you would consider to be all the way south of Fountain, up to Monument, out to Peyton, and then all the way west into Woodland Park, Divide, Florissant, the mountains west of Pikes Peak area. These stats are pretty revealing. So is a crash on its way, or is it business as normal? So let's get into these numbers and try and make sense of what's going on out there. In November of 2021, we saw 1,735 total sales in the month of November. Compare that to November of 2022, and we saw 986 total sales, a pretty significant reduction. What happened to available inventory? Well, that number also changed. In November of 2021, we had just under 1,000 listings, and right now we're sitting at about 2,575 listings. And if you look back at the number of available listings in October, it was just a little over 2,900. So we've actually come down in the amount of available inventory, which is surprising because most economists were predicting a pretty significant rise as we headed into the holidays and the slower winter months, especially for a temperate climate like Colorado. What else happened in our market when you compare the 2 months? Well, in November of 2021, we saw the average sales price of about $478,000. In November of 2022, that number increased to $512,000. So a pretty good sized increase, about 5 to 6%. The list price to sold price ratio. This is an important stat because it talks to buyers about what they might be expected to offer, what they might be expected to pay either over or under the asking price. So, and I should correct that is the sold price to list price ratio. In November of 2021, that was about 101.5% of the amount that was being advertised as the asking price is what a buyer would have to pay in order to get the home under contract. That number changed dramatically to 98.5% in November of 2022, meaning that a home would sell for about 1.5% less than asking. I would say right now, to put these numbers in better perspective, a $500,000 home in November of 2021 would probably sell for between $525,000 and $530,000. Right now, I think a good average would be a $500,000 home selling for $475,000 to $480,000. What's some other numbers that we can pull from these reports? Well, $1 million sales. A lot of people look to these as kind of a canary in the coal mine. You know, what's happening at that price range must surely indicate the health of the market. I don't think that's entirely true because not all of us are buying $1 million homes. There's homes that sell in the $500,000, $600,000 and $300,000 price ranges. But nonetheless, $1 million homes. In November 2021, we saw 44 homes sell for over $1 million. And how does that compare to right now? Well, last month, 43 homes over $1 million sold. That's pretty revealing when you consider that listings are down, inventory is up, yet $1 million homes are still selling. What else can I pull from these reports? Average price per square foot, often referred to as bang for your buck. How much value is there in a home? Well, in November of 2021, the average price per square foot was $218. Today, it's $223. So that number is up as well. So when you combine the average sales price of a home and the average price per square foot, and both of those numbers are up month over month compared to their counterpart of 2021, the market is healthy. It really is. Is it business as normal? Of course not. What's happening out there is buyers have more opportunity, and that's great for buyers. That means that they can start a search on Monday and not have to be under contract by that same day at 5 p.m. if they even have a chance at getting a home. This means that clients of mine have gone back and seen a home 2 and 3 times before deciding to write an offer. And I think we all want that opportunity to have a moment to think about something, to make sure that the numbers make sense, to double check with a lender that, should you take a 30-day lock or a 45-day lock? Is there a lending program out there that you just heard about and maybe you want to investigate that one a little further? So a little bit of time is good. Speaking of time, how many days on market? This is also something that people talk about. Is the home that you're thinking about going to grow weeds and, be covered over with snow because no one's taking care of it? Well, in November of 2021, an average time on market for a home was 14 days. And remember, this is when everything was crazy, but it still took about 2 weeks for a home to sell. Right now, it's 35 days on market, which is average. It really is. When I started in real estate many, many years ago, the average time on market was 90 days. So things are looking pretty rosy compared to that. So is a crash coming? Not from the data I see. Does that mean the one that can still happen? Of course. So if you have questions or you have comments, leave one below. Reach out to us. I'd be happy to talk with you. Again, thanks for watching.